So this is the problem right here, this valley, and you can see where I have put these heater cables in, that it has just perished the tiles, and it is now in danger of leaking. I've had a little bit of water come in already, so this has to come off, and ice and water shield put underneath, and then I'm going to roll roof it. So the problem is this little corner here. This is my northwest corner. Okay, so the wind blows from that direction where you can see that hydro pole. It comes right over this corner and it dumps snow into this valley just like a snow fence. So anyway, because it's not a difficult roofing project, but it is kind of tricky. Okay, so here we are, it's nearly noon and I'm about 2/3 of the way through. So this is what I use up on the roof for stripping. You need a pry bar, you need a roofing hammer. This is made by East Wing, little plug for them. And you know, I've seen these shovels that you can get for lifting tiles off, but I have always liked just a regular old garden fork because it doesn't get caught on the nails, and you can really push that under and get those tiles lifted up and pull off quite a bit in one section. Okay, and this hammer here, okay, this hammer is specially designed. You can see it's not such a tight claw on the end, and one of the two reasons for that is that if you're falling off that roof, you can hit that claw into that roof and that will hold. A regular claw hammer won't hold. And of course the other reason is that when you're pulling these nails out, it's the right angle to get under these nails, because you're going to have to check over this roof. That's what the broom is for. I'll be sweeping this down before I'm finished and pulling up all the nails. You see, look at all the nails here. So you can see my problem. I'm almost kind of tempted to put another vent in over there, try and let some more of the heat out. Okay, so we shall sally forth. Okay, so this is one of the things that bugs me about bad roofers. First issue here is there is no starter edge, or drip edge as we used to call it. So you can see what happens. Okay, these tiles start to curl over the edge, and then that water drips down on the soffit, on the fascia here, and then you get rotting underneath that fascia. But now look at this. You see, these tiles are designed, there is a strip of tar which is covered by a piece of tape like that, and that is supposed to be removed before you install this tile. So there is some more tar on the front part of this tile, but it doesn't go all the way across, because you can see it's just here, then it stops here, here. Okay, so when you put this tile on top of this tile, like so, this tar strip underneath here, this part right here, okay, is supposed to make a continual seal to the tile below it. And when you don't do that, what happens is, if I can show you here, see the front part is stuck. Look, the front, but the back part just comes right off. Look at that. So when you don't have that seal, when you don't take that tape off and you don't make that good tight seal with the tar, that's when your shingles can blow off. That's when you get issues. That's when you get water climbing up underneath the tiles by capillary attraction. And so yeah, this roof was pretty badly put on, and you'll see as I put the next roof on how differently it will be done. Now they did put something down here. It's sort of like an underlay. It's not the regular tar paper. It seems to have some some kind of stickiness on it, but still they nailed right through it. You know, the ice and water shield actually is about 1/8 of an inch of tar, and that's what you're going to stick on the roof. But I'm pretty pleased, even though it's poorly put on, there is only minor damage to this sheathing, and that is right there. It's just there's only minor damage to the sheathing right there on the corner, so I'm going to cut that back a little ways and put maybe a wider piece. You know, that's only about 3 inches or something. I figure it should be more like 6 inches. Then you get, you know, especially as it's particle board. And then drip edge on the edge of that. Anyway, it's getting on for noon. I'm going to do just a little bit more, and then I'm going to come back about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when that sun is down. We have been caught in an absolute heat wave in Bobcaygeon. It is September the 24th, and it is about 30 degrees up here on the roof, and we're expecting this for about the next 3 to 4 days. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. I don't think I've seen a September as hot as this. It's like we've gone back into August. So what a difference a day makes. This is day 2. We picked up all of the supplies. Been a slight change to the plan, but that's okay. So we have a valley. So there we have the drip edge, and as you can see, that little J on the end there. Okay, that just, the water runs down over this edge here, and that directs it away from the side of the house. Got the ice and water shield over there. My son has been helping me with this, thankfully, so we've got quite a bit done today. Okay, so this is what it looks like with tiles off. The old wood there, still not in bad shape, luckily. Anyway, we should get this finished tonight, and then tomorrow morning, bright and early, we will be doing the ice and water shield. So I'm pretty pleased with that. We're on schedule. My neighbour here is doing a complete reno. They're just tearing everything out of that house and going to rebuild it. Now you see those nails that have been left in there as the roof tiles have been pulled off. Now I don't leave those in there, I pull them out and I use the pry bar, because I don't want anything sticking into the bottom of these tiles. And I can see these were the cheapest tiles. These were 25-year tiles for the sake of an extra couple of bucks. What did we save? We're 10 years into this roof, and already it needs to be done. Okay, so here we are on day 3. This is the second load to the dump. And that ladder, oh my God. Well, it is coming along, the job is coming along. Now you can see we put ice and water shield. This stuff here is glued down. This is a sort of tar with a felt backing, and this provides a seal between the tile and the roof to prevent leaking. This is just a couple of vents that I'm putting in because, like I say, This is my problem area right here in this valley. So we've got this side of the roof done and it's looking pretty good. There's nothing under here, this is just a board. But you can see how we've run these tiles up the valley. And then we're going to tile up to the top of the roof tomorrow. That's tomorrow's job. I think that we have missed the rain. You can probably judge by the wind that is blowing around. We've now got a cold front coming in, and after 32, 33 degree days, we are now going into some cooler temperatures. Thank goodness. Anyway, that's my little roofing project. We did have some rain, but the air is feeling cool and dry. I think it's going to be okay. Anyway, I will keep you posted, and I'll show you the finished job when it's done. Okay, so here we are, nearly done. Last little bit. And we got this side to do. But someone else is doing that. Here's my son helping out. Roofing. Who wants to be a roofer for a living? Not me. And there she is, the finished product. A joy to behold. And just before the rain comes in, a little later on today. Now there's sort of some work to do on this side, but it is all sealed in and waterproofed, so we are good to go. That should be done tomorrow. But this was my biggest problem, and now it's solved. So there you go. One tricky little roof put on, problem solved. Hopefully. These two vents I put in, I found right under this area was a complete dead space, dead air space. So all the heat from my furnace room, all the heat from my wood stove was getting trapped right under this wall here, and heat was just pouring out of the roof. So I'm hoping with these vents we're going to be able to vent some of that heat, slow down some of the problem. I'm sure I'm going to get some kind of snow and ice in this channel, but anyway, we will see this winter time. Okay, so Hound Dog Steve signing off on his new roof.